Hi, thanks for checking out my video on Lisbon versus Porto. I'm Cheryl, the Aussie Traveller, and wanted to share my thoughts on whether you should spend more time in Porto or Lisbon. Definitely see both cities. Portugal's a great country and they're the two major cities in Portugal and definitely worth checking out. We spent more time in Porto than Lisbon after doing the research on various reviews, whether you should stay in Porto longer or Lisbon, and a lot of the reviews said stay in Porto. And here I am, I'm going to say spend more time in Lisbon. I just found that Porto, which has a really chill vibe, it's really relaxed, just not as much to do and not as pretty as Lisbon. There was a bit of a greyness to Porto, but it's still pretty. I just found that as we were driving from the railway station to our apartment in Lisbon, my first impressions were, wow, this is beautiful. The buildings had a lot more colour, the streets were wider, and as we spent our time in Lisbon, it just had a livelier vibe to it, a bit more cosmopolitan, and just enjoyed the feel of Lisbon more than Porto. We also found that the day trips that we did, or the excursions out of the cities, were more interesting from Lisbon. So check out my comparison of Sintra versus Évora for trips from Lisbon, and we also did a couple of day trips out of Porto, which I've got a video on that as well. So in a nutshell, Lisbon or Porto, where do you spend more time? I will say Lisbon, and of course it's always a personal choice and it depends what you're looking for, but I just felt that Lisbon had more to offer. It was prettier. Both cities are going to give you amazing food and the people are wonderful. But for my money, if you've got limited time, spend a couple of extra nights in Lisbon so that you can explore the city more and enjoy your time in Portugal. You're going to love it. Cheers.